Yes, I'm going to ask what does it really mean to women MPs at large in just a bit. But before that, Aprajita, Sarangi, you have worked with Draupadi Murmu at some stage in her career and your career. What was it like? It's often said that these constitutional offices, be it the President's office or the office of governor, are largely rubber stamped. What's your experience been with Draupadi Murmu?
A very good evening. I think this is a day of jubilation, a day of celebration. And such moments are very rare in the history of a nation, when all people of a country unite to celebrate the victory of an idea, a thought, a principle. And let me tell you categorically, without any hesitation, that we are celebrating the idea of Antyodaya today. Madam Draupadi Murmu has been a wonderful person, is a wonderful person, and I'm sure she would be a source of inspiration for hundreds and thousands of us. And yes, I would definitely say that I am more lucky than many. When she was the Minister of Animal Husbandry and Transport with the state government of Orissa, I was director in the Orissa Secretariat. And at that point of time, with some work, I had gone to her, very important work, and I remember I could see the kind of efficacy with which she handled the issue that I had raised before her. And let me tell you what an affable person she is. She has always been. 2 months back, she had just come from the governorship of Jharkhand, and she was in Rairangpur, and she was kind enough to send a message to me saying that she was wanting to talk. And I called her back, and she said, long time we haven't spoken to each other, and then we had a good long chat. So this is the person that she is, very simple, empathetic, and very positive. So I think the country is very lucky, very fortunate. And I can only say that, Rairangpur to Raisina Hill, this journey of hers has been dotted, or rather marked, by struggles, odds, and difficulties. Yes. And she had some very grave personal tragedies too, but she has combated all with a lot of courage, with a lot of conviction, and she's definitely a source of inspiration for thousands of us.
Yes, and Mahua, Maji, JMM backing her candidature wasn't really a surprise, but because she has also worked as the governor of Jharkhand, in that period she returned to bills because she thought that those bills were anti-tribal. Tell us your story with your former governor.
सबसे पहले तो मैं माननीय द्रौपदी जी को बहुत बहुत बधाई और शुभकामना देती हूँ, और ये हमारे लिए भी बहुत खुशी की बात है। जब मैं झारखंड विमेन कमीशन की चेयरपर्सन थी, उस समय वो हमारे झारखंड की गवर्नर रही हैं, तो उनके साथ कई मंचों को शेयर करने का और राजभवन में विभिन्न कार्यक्रमों में जाकर शिरकत करने का अवसर मिला। तो मैंने बहुत करीब से उनको देखा है, और हमारी पार्टी ने भी उनको वोट देने का निर्णय लिया इसी आधार पर कि उन्होंने हमेशा ट्राइबल हित में काम किया है।
तो जश्न तो बहुत सारे स्टेट्स में हो रहे हैं, ओडिशा और झारखंड में खास तौर पर। सुष्मिता देव, not as a TMC MP, but as a woman MP, what does today mean to you?
See, today is not the first time that I'm proud to see a woman in such a top position. We had Meera Kumarji, who was in the Lok Sabha Speaker. We've had Pratibha Patil ji, who's been the President of India. And I only hope that the Prime Minister's office and the Cabinet allows her to work freely and take decisions like she should as the protector of the Constitution. You see, she comes from a certain community which needs to be promoted, no doubt. And the fact that she holds a position is I join the nation in congratulating her. But I hope that her primary duty, which is to protect the Constitution, is the need of the hour. And I hope she will rise to the occasion, like Mamata Banerjee tweeted. Because believe me, whether it's federalism, whether it's civil liberties, whether it's freedom of speech, whether it's freedom to write and speak by journalists, a lot of things are under threat. So this position is extremely important.
Yes.
It's a position that has to protect the nation and our huge legacy of being the largest parliamentary democracy with the longest constitution. So obviously, how it pans out will also depend on how she handles it. Like you just said in your show, that in the past, she has returned 2 bills which she thought was anti-tribal. And like Amiji said, there's lots to be done for the tribal community. Like, for instance, if the farm bills had been returned by the president's office, we wouldn't have seen the kind of year-long protest that we saw in the country, which eventually the Prime Minister of India had to take back.
Okay.
So the president's post is becoming increasingly important, and I hope she rises to the occasion.
Okay, Ami Ben Yagnik,